Inside narcissistic relationship, understanding the complex dynamics of anger and empathy. Narcissistic relationship can be incredibly complex and difficult to navigate. They are characterized by a dynamic in which one person, typically the narcissist, dominates the relationship and the other person, often the empath, is drawn in by the narcissist's charm and charisma. While the empath may be deeply invested in the relationship and willing to do whatever it takes to make it work, they are often left feeling drained and unfulfilled. In this video, we will explore the complex dynamics of narcissistic relationships and how anger and empathy can coexist within them. The narcissistic personality. Before delving into the dynamics of narcissistic relationships, it's important to understand the personality of the narcissist. Narcissists are individuals who have an inflated sense of self-importance and a lack of empathy for others. They often believe that they are entitled to special treatment and attention, and they are quick to anger when they feel that their needs are not being met. Narcissists may be charming and charismatic, but they are also manipulative and self-centered. The empathic personality. On the other side of the spectrum, empaths are individuals who are highly attuned to the emotional of others. They are often deeply compassionate and caring, and they may be drawn to helping professions such as nursing, counseling, or social work. Empaths are very in touch with their emotions and may have difficulty setting boundaries with others. They may also be prone to taking on the emotions and problems of others, which can lead to burnout and exhaustion. The dynamics of narcissistic relationship. When a narcissist and an empath come together in a relationship, the dynamics can be incredibly complex. At first, the narcissist may seem charming, charismatic, and attentive to the empath's needs. They may shower the empaths with attention and affection, making them feel valued and loved. However, over time, the narcissist's true personality begins to emerge. They may become demanding and critical, and they may expect the empath to constantly meet their needs without reciprocating. The empath, on the other hand, may become increasingly drained and overwhelmed by the demands of the narcissist. They may feel that they are constantly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid triggering the narcissist's anger or frustration. They may also feel guilty for not being able to meet the narcissist's needs, even though those needs may be unrealistic or unreasonable. The role of anger. Anger is a common emotion in narcissistic relationship, and it can be expressed by both narcissist and the empath. The narcissist may become angry when their needs are not met, when they feel threatened or criticized, or when they are not receiving the attention and admiration they believe they deserve. The empath, on the other hand, may become angry when they feel that their boundaries are being violated or when they are not being treated with respect. The role of anger in narcissistic relationship is complex, as it can both fuel the relationship and destroy it. When the narcissist becomes angry, they may use their anger as a way to control and manipulate the empath, making them feel guilty or ashamed for not meeting their needs. The empath, in turn, may become angry as a way to protect themselves and establish boundaries with the narcissist. However, this anger can also lead to the breakdown of the relationship, as both parties may become increasingly resentful and hostile towards each other. Anger in narcissistic relationships can also be a manifestation of deeper emotional wounds and unmet needs. The narcissist may use anger as a way to cover up feelings of insecurity or vulnerability, projecting their own feelings onto the empath and using the anger as a shield to protect themselves from perceived threats. The empath, on the other hand, may become angry as a result of feeling disrespected or undervalued, which can trigger deeper feelings of hurt and rejection. In some cases, anger can be a powerful force for change and narcissistic relationship. The empath's anger can be a wake-up call for the narcissist, signaling that their behavior is no longer acceptable and that they need to make changes if they want to continue the relationship. Anger can also be a catalyst for the empath to assert their own needs and establish healthy boundaries, which can help to create a more balanced and equitable relationship dynamic. However, when anger is used as a tool for control or manipulation, it can become destructive to both parties. The narcissist's anger can escalate into emotional or even physical abuse, while the empath's anger can lead to a breakdown in communication and a further sense of disconnection between the two parties. When anger becomes a dominant force in the relationship, it can be difficult to break free from the cycle of toxic behavior and establish a healthier way of relating to one another. Ultimately, the role of anger in narcissistic relationship is multifaceted and complex. While it can be used as a way to control or manipulate, it can also be a powerful force for change and growth. If you are in a narcissistic relationship, it's important to be mindful of your own anger and to seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals. With time, healing, and a commitment to personal growth, it is possible to break free from the cycle of narcissistic abuse and to find a healthier and more fulfilling way of relating to others. The role of empathy. Empathy can also play a complex role in narcissistic relationship. The empath may feel deeply empathetic towards the narcissist, understanding their struggles and wanting to help them. However, this empathy can also be exploited by the narcissist, who may use the empath's caring and compassionate nature as a way to manipulate them. The narcissist may play on the empath's desire to help and may use guilt and shame as a way to get them to comply with their demands. This can create a vicious cycle in which the empath feels obligated to meet the narcissist's needs, even if it comes at a cost to their own well-being. Additionally, the empath's empathy can also make them more susceptible to gaslighting and other forms of emotional manipulation. The narcissist may twist the empath's words or actions, making them doubt their own perception of reality. This can be particularly damaging for empaths, who may be more likely to question themselves and their own judgment. Despite the potential for exploitation, empathy can also be a powerful force for healing and growth in narcissistic relationships. If the empath is able to set healthy boundaries and prioritize their own well-being, their empathy can help narcissists to see the impact of their behavior and take steps towards change. Additionally, the empath's empathy can help to create a sense of connection and understanding between the two parties, which can be the foundation for a healthier and more balanced relationship. Narcissistic relationships are complex and difficult to navigate, and the role of anger and empathy can be particularly challenging to understand. While anger can fuel the relationship and empathy can be exploited, both emotions can also be powerful tools for healing and growth. If you are in a narcissistic relationship, it's important to prioritize your own well-being and to seek support from your trusted friends, family, or professionals. With time, healing, and a commitment to personal growth, it is possible to break free from the cycle of narcissistic abuse and to find a healthier and more fulfilling way of relating to others.